Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? Today I'm here to review season one of a show called Life Size Toys. As dirty as that might sound, it's not anything bad or anything like that. It's from the people who did it's from Nitro Circus, right? Now Nitro Circus was a show was right. I remember it was opposite Jackass when it was on MTV, and then there was a Nitro Circus movie that was made oh wow, like 10 years ago. I remember Dad and I watched it on Netflix in 2014 or something like that, and it was entertaining. And basically, this is just like crazy stunts and stuff like that, or more elaborate stunts, instead of like the gross or hurtful, painful stunts like in Jackass, differently. And what this show is right here, I guess it said like this season was 2020. Maybe they only did one season. I don't know. I can't find any information about it, no reviews, no nothing. And basically, what it is they it's on Roku. Roku channel. I think it was on some other channel or something like that. They're 8 6-minute episodes, right? And usually what happened, I would skip through like the first like 40 seconds because like they show clips from the whole season, right? I think it's only one season, so I mean, but if I see another season, maybe I'll review it. I don't know. And then they introduced like Travis Pastrana. I call him Travis Pastrami, and then his like four sidekicks, right? And what they do is they pick out a toy that was from their childhood, and they do they recreate it and make it a giant size, and then they do like a stunt with it. Like this one that in the thumbnail is the rubber duck. I got it for Grandma Ducky. They do a thing about rubber ducky. I mean, yeah, the rubber duck. And then they have a thing where they make like a giant foam thing of that on over like a jet ski, and they put it over there, and they said they had to chase like a frog, and they try to capture the guy in the frog thing right there. Um, but what they do is like I said, they create that was the rubber duck one, and they create like these life size versions of these toys that we grew up with, right? And they do some crazy stunts with them. Most of it is like racing and stuff. I think the very first episode was the yo-yo, and they actually put the Duncan logo on it because usually they just say they don't have the logos and stuff for most of these. But then a few of those are recognizable names and stuff. But the Duncan Yo-Yo, and it was like they had on a giant crane, and it had like this motor, and they made like a motor and like 100-foot crane, this giant thing, and it would like strap someone on one side, strap someone on the other side, and then it'd be like a yo-yo to go down, and then it would come back up, and it was like motorized. That would make me throw up. And some of the guys didn't say, nope, nope, I ain't doing that. Ain't doing that. And that was interesting. And the next episode was like catching or tossing cats like you have like this thing that catches like a ball that it has Velcro on it. And cat with Velcro. I never had that one. I think and then they do like a live say thing of that where like people would get shot out of a catapult and try to land with a Velcro to try to land on it. Dave Letterman did something like that a long time ago. And then they had the rubber duck one. Then they had Legos, and what Legos was they made like giant life size Legos, right? Or big size like brick size Legos, and they put it on these three cars, and they had to go these laps, and people would try to knock the blocks off, and whoever had the most Lego blocks would win. Like I said, a lot of these were racing. Like I said, the rubber duck one was racing too. They had Radio Flyer, and they made a with a classic wagon, and now I had a wagon growing up. I don't know if it was a Radio Flyer though. I don't know if they had different versions of it. They probably did. But they made a life size thing that was kind of neat, and they made like a what do they call it, a nitrous oxide or a thing that would make it boost whenever you know what I mean. I'm thinking nitrous like a rocket, take off like a rocket kind of. And basically what they did was they go down a ramp and they go off the ramp and into the water and stuff. You see them do stuff like that in Jackass. Some of these are familiar with some of the stuff they did in Jackass. That was interesting. Some of I just think the life size version of these they make are pretty neat. Next was like Stomp Rock, and Stomp Rock seemed like be the most interesting, but it ended up being very anticlimactic. They made like a that's like the rock you step on like the thing of air and they shoot the rock up in the air, you know. And they made like giant form that. Remember like Jenkins where he shows someone like jump on that big mattress and someone else falls off on the other side. It was kind of like that. It was hooked up to this rocket that that one guy was hanging on to. Now, one thing I mean, one thing that's very evident, these people think they're funny. They're not funny at all. They have like these two guys doing pretend like they're down control. That was some of the most painfully not funny stuff I've ever seen. And then they finally they went to shit. It didn't work. They had to have someone like jump on it to shoot him in the face. But it was so anticlimactic because when the rocket went off, he let go. Well, I wish you would have held on to see what happened. Because it flew maybe like 20, 30 feet. I mean, they're all like dressed in safety gear. They're stunts, you know? Oh, what else happened? Let's see. One, two. There's 8 episodes. I'm trying to see if I remember all without cheating and looking. Yeah. Next was, well, let me look anyways. Yo-Yo, Toss Cat, Lego Block, Radio Flyer, Rubber Duck. Okay, I'm right. Yeah, I didn't have, well, I looked anyways. That's okay. Next one was Barbie Cars, and that's obviously the racing one. Now, Barbie Cars, they made like this, somewhat like they did with the Rubber Ducky one. They did like, it looked like a big foam outcast, and they put with the Barbie car, they did like exact replicas, and they put it over go karts. It was pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure they could resell that on eBay or something like that. Those look cool. I was like, I don't know the cars, but it was two different cars, and it was like that one girl that was buying, and then it raced against the Travis Pastrami guy. Oh, just like yeah, I say Travis Pastrami said. I mean, my dad, they had Bam Margera on jacket. My dad used to call him Bam Margarine. I thought that was funny. But basically, with the Barbie cars, that girl that would love Barbie and that guy was racing. They had 3 laps. They had to do like these little jumps. They had gone through a little car wash type thing. Yeah, I mean, just little things. They didn't take giant jumps on these. And it was interesting, though. I think it's just sometimes real cool to see the giant thing they've created. And very last was Thomas the Tank Engine. Now they tried to do a thing of it with they carved out like a foam with a face and stuff. They didn't paint it all the way. And the guy said that there was they this was a cheat. That I guess Thomas the Tank Engine was like doing this world tour or something like that. And they just visited the original the real Thomas the Tank or whatever was supplied by the company, right? And he talked and stuff like that. And what they were going to do was a train jumping a train, which is like a series of like motorbikes and like a couple ATVs jumping over the town train. That looked kind of cool because they did stuff like that in the Nitro Circus movie. I mean, it was interesting. Now, I mean, thankfully these are only 6 minutes a piece because it probably get kind of maybe a little tiresome. But I mean, for what it is, it's okay. And like I said, I skipped like the first 40 seconds because it shows clips from all the seasons, plus gives like just the same introduction every time. So skip the first 40 seconds, and then you have like another 5.5 minutes to watch it. I mean, the season. I don't know if there's any more episodes. I don't think there are. I like the show. I mean, it's painfully the guys think they're funny. They're not funny, but the show is pretty decent. I give it a 6 out of 10. So I hope you like this review, buddy. Till next time, please take care of my legion, and I hope Grandma Ducky sees this because kind of dedicate her with that duck right there. All right, take care, everybody.